about to find out. And our first player from Evesham is a Bowls England administrator with many titles to her credit. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the 2010 World Under-25 Singles Champion, it's Amy Stanton! And next, it's hard to believe that this fearless young 21-year-old from Suffolk made her debut appearance only 3 years ago, when she went on to win this very title. Ladies and gentlemen, a former runner-up and the 2014 Ladies World Match Play Champion, it is, of course, Catherine Redknapp.
Amy Stanton is 6 years older than Catherine Redknapp, but when it comes to experience at the top level, Catherine Redknapp has it simply for playing on the portable rink for so many occasions, and of course being a previous winner.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Amy's got both the draw and the drive shot, but Catherine Redknapp, well, she's without a shadow of a doubt one of the great world stars of the game coming through now. Indoor and outdoors, she's been murmured, Karen, about a possible opportunity to go to the elite squad or get into the elite squad in England for the Commonwealth Games. She's that good at this age.
She's a very, very good player, David. Such a young age.
A lot of strength in the England team, though, and there's more players and vastly experienced players to come into the squad for the Commonwealth Games, but the general consensus is around that Catherine Redknapp might just get a nod to be part of it all, and I think that's good for her to be part of it.
Oh, certainly being in the mix and getting the experience in around the older players, so to speak, but when she's so young, it's, you know, she's got the world at her feet.
Red.
Dropping short on that forehand. That's the hand that most players have been starting off away from the commentary box. Backhand's very playable. It's her backhand, but she's still following the line down.
Red.
Well, she didn't really like that last one, Amy Stanton, but it hasn't finished in a bad spot there.
This looks like the correction coming in.
One green.
This looks better. Got a chance. Yep, drop down on the jack. Might make the double, not quite.
One red.
One red at the moment. Confirmation from Dan McManus.
It's a good end of bowls from Amy Stanton, first up on the forehand, going away from the commentary box. Nailed the line with every bowl the players did.
Steady start. Good balls, just the one.
One shot. Amy Stanton.
First 2 ends, that's really the key to it as well, just getting into the match the first. Losing one, gaining one, not a big issue. Just to want to be losing multiples. People still coming in for the evening session. It'll be a little bit of a disturbance for the players, but not too much.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Left-hander going on the backhand. It's round the clock, as we call it. Good start. The more traditional side for most people is the backhand towards the commentary box. Not everyone, but most people.
No, I'm in the minority, Corky, I think.
You are, definitely.
So having played Amy Stanton in the quarter-final and obviously beaten by Amy Stanton because I'm in the commentary box, Amy's actually opted to play forehand round the clock as we did in that game.
Yes, for her it's backhand and just suits her delivery and her bowls. But it just proves that the rink is playable. All forehands are definitely playable, there's no doubt about that. They have their little inconsistencies here and there.
It certainly hasn't taken the players long to find the weight on this rink so far.
Well, it's an opportunity to reach that. Any connection with the red ball, the green ball goes out and the jack's coming to her if it does move. And Catherine will be aware of that. She needs another one in, albeit it's very difficult. Needs this to hurry now. Just needs to run between the two reds. Not going to make it. That's a shoulder and a bigger shoulder, so she needs to reach this. She's changing her hand. Well, that's possible there. A couple of chances. Any connection on the green ball, she's good. Should be enough. Oh, her own ball's holding it up. If that's one green, you walk away.
It's one red.
Oh, she got the connection she wanted, but maybe just a fraction underweight.
Well, we're very
Timeout
lucky.
call.
We've got our sound connected
Catherine
directly
has
to the
4
officials,
timeouts
so
remaining.
I just heard that it favours the red. If it had been 1-2 green, she would have walked away from this head, but as it stands, wants to try and just give her own ball a little nudge. Touch the red ball, it'll drop it down. Same thing, as long as it's not too hard. I think she's slightly over the line. Yep, weight was good. I think I might be calling for the umpire here.
One shot. Amy Stanton.
Well, Catherine's had a look. Happy enough that it is one shot.
Set score 2-0 after 2 ends.
That's the voice of Alan Thornhill, who's our umpire for this match. And of course, the shot clock has to be looked after from the
Jack
back of the
length,
stands, and that's
27.5 metres.
being looked after by Francis Fletcher this evening. Always got 3 officials for singles games. So these matches are quite labour intensive. Let's put it that way.
Catherine Rednall certainly doesn't waste any time on the mat. I don't think the shot clock will worry her too much unless she's up at the head. Needs to get back for the shot clock, but she's quite quick on the mat.
Well, she usually just trots back as well. And a little run, she makes up her mind about what shot to play very quickly. It's her natural way of playing, and that's fine. But it's always good to know you can slow down just a little bit occasionally. A few extra seconds of thought is always useful.
And of course comes from a strong bowling family, Corky does, Catherine Rednall.
Yep, absolutely. Played against her father many times, John, and current international. Very, very good lead. Really good lead. John's a delight to play against. He really is a good guy. Well, not sure how much damage that's done. Wanted it the other side. Yep. It's giving a shot away.
Close for the shot, slightly favour the back green one.
We don't.
I can imagine Catherine when she was young, being down the bowling club at quite a young age, watching her dad play.
Yeah, it's quite possible she's interested in other things, played a bit of football and stuff as well. So I think that's important for young players to have that opportunity to play multiple sports.
Very slightly past.
And to make the decision about which one they enjoy the most, or sometimes the fact that they're very good at something makes their mind up for them.
Yeah, I would certainly encourage the youngsters to have other interests apart from bowls and don't make it your be-all and end-all. You would like to go out there hungry to play and really up to play bowl sort of thing. And if you consume yourself with something for too long, you get a bit stale and a bit bored with it.
Certainly looks better. She picks up the jack. It's only going to be the one. Yep, it is. We'll drop back to give Catherine a little bit more space. It's only the one shot. I don't think she can get at it. Catherine's very quick to run a bowl off ahead. I don't think there's anything there for her except a draw. To be careful, doesn't want to turn the red ball in for another one. Needed a little bit more weight anyway, I think. Just rocked the red.
One shot, Amy Stanton.
Another single. Steady start.
Set score 3-0 after 3 ends.
Well, the crowd here at the International Arena is starting to come in. Underneath the portable rink, there's a lovely bowling green.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
We have seats at the sides that pull out to enable people to see and watch, and that's why they call it the International Arena. Fantastic place to play bowls. So it's multiple rinks. Great place to run major events if we ever get to that stage, other than just the World Championships. And just thinking of multi-country test events and things would be ideal here. Everything on site.
See if you can make it a little bit warmer than the month of January for me, please, Corky. Come back.
Warmer for me too, believe it or not.
It's been quite cool whilst here in Norfolk.
I'm sure I've warmed up after coming back from New Zealand. I've been back in over a month. It's a fresh cold, though. Icy cold.
Very,
clear.
very fresh.
Here's a clear road.
Well, it's a nice correction from Amy Stanton. Doesn't give much away in the body language.
One red.
It's just that correction. Try and take that foot or so off. You're almost better just playing the same bowl, and you might just drop a foot rather than actually trying to take anything off.
Big opportunity for Amy here to repeat her last bowl. Facial expression suggests she didn't really like it, but...
Just pushing on a bit. Well, options for Catherine. She can run it down the forehand if she feels like it. It's very definitely on. And stick to the backhand. Try and make a correction with 2 or 3 feet of running. Better chance with this one. Ah, good ball. Really good ball.
One green.
One green and back position.
Amy just needing to be a little bit careful with this bowl, only having one in the area. We know what a fantastic drive she has on a corky, very good weighted shot. I found that out.
Yeah, she can go quick, there's no doubt about that. And so can Catherine. She won't hesitate to have a go either. Just wants to try and get her draw line and weight going. It's going to be her first shot on the card.
One shot. Catherine Redknapp.
Set score 3-1 after 4 ends.
Have we got any graphics for this? No, not tonight. No, that's all right. I was just thinking about jackets. No problem.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
World Bowls Tour officials actually announced the jack length to the spectators, and there's a bit of a debate about whether that's good or bad, because some players are absolutely hardwired into jack lengths. They know what's 26, 25, 27. They don't have to guess. They've just played the jack down. And you know, Karen, that sometimes you don't put it where you want to.
Well, the jack flies on the portable rink. It goes a lot quicker than you expect it to. So, but you're right. Like if the officials say it's 28 metres, you know you've got a feel for it. You know what 28 metres feels like.
Yeah. So it's actually a help for some players, not all, but for some players.
I quite like it.
Well, somebody says 25 metres, you know what 25 metres is, and you're going to play accordingly. But in an ordinary match, you don't really know what that is because no one tells you, so you have to find it.
That's right. Also, I think it's very interesting for the spectators to know what lengths the players are playing.
Yeah.
One green.
Close with this one now. It's just a matter of finishing in behind it. Yeah. Good ball.
Two green.
Didn't drop back, which means those balls will provide a rest. Would have been much better if that green one had dropped into the jack. Could be a quick ball here. Well, certainly didn't look like much of a gap, but the speed brought it through. Looked a good drive. Seemed to be on target to me.
Two green.
Just didn't quite get down, did it?
Well, it was going so quick, really. You know, it's. If he wants to play it, it's still there. Same shot, just drop a little bit of weight. It'll drop inside the red ball. No back position, though, so there's absolutely no guarantee. And I think Catherine might have missed a chance. Oh, my goodness. That is an opportunity. Gone a begging. Can't drive at it. One ball in the head. He's going to have to draw.
Amy shaping up on her backhand, being a left-hander, just needs to negotiate the front green bowls. I think she'd be happy with second shot here.
Well, second shot so close to the shot, but just not quite making the trip. Good effort, but two.
Two shots, Catherine Redknapp.
Oh, 5 ends gone, all level.
Set scores 3-3 after 5 ends. Jack length 27.5 metres.
One of Catherine's strengths is getting that first ball in. Well, that's about 14 inches short. Not a murmur. That's a tough crowd.
Yeah, they're a tough school. The Potters crowd. You generally know if they clap you sort of inside a foot or so.
Yes, they're a pretty polite crowd, though. I've played in tournaments where if you're not up, they're giving you a little bit of abuse. And they're letting you know as soon as the ball leaves your hand within 5 or 6 metres whether you're up or not. But it's all entertaining. They do that, but it's a knowledgeable crowd here. Perfect line again.
Two green.
Girls generally are picking out the good draw lines, but this is a chance for Catherine Redknapp. The second and third ball is so easy to miss one of them. Missed a chance to keep the pressure going. Did at the last end as well. Missed it again. It's not really a matter of looking for perfection, Karen. It's more a matter of thinking in your head, you know. You're sitting there, it's worthwhile.
Well, definitely Amy Stanton's got everything to
Timeout
play
call.
for here.
Interesting shot available for her if she's able to get onto the front one with her
4
running ball
timeouts
into
remaining.
there would be good. If she wants to come through there, it's also a possibility. There's 2 balls in there. Be very unlucky to be any worse off after this, and could just clear things out of the way for her last ball. The draw is available as well, of course. Yep, just sticking with the draw. No, I have a feeling she knew that out of the hand. That wasn't right.
Two green.
But again, it sets up a plant. Ball on the ball.
Well, Well, a bowl past the jack won't hurt Catherine Rednell here. I don't think Amy will die wondering with her next bowl.
Well, I think she'll take one out. It's going to be hard to get the two out just the way they're sitting. So anything up to the jack is probably good enough. There's no back red, so she might as well draw another shot.
Yep. That's perfect.
As good as it gets, but this will be a runner. Absolutely no point, and
3 green.
I'll not draw it again because it's the same thing. Still driving into the two bowls. Could get a really good result with the two reds to the right of the picture. It's a better result than the other one. On her backhand. Well, that's pretty good. She's come out with second shot. Pretty much on target.
1 shot, Catherine Redknapp.
Yeah, she just didn't get
score,
either
3-4
of those
after
plants
6 ends.
properly. It just sort of mixed it about a bit, but came out with second, so good result.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
It's unusual for Catherine to be just that far away with her first bowl.
Wonder if the pace of the rink's just dropped off a little bit, Corky, and 7:30 game.
It could easily do that. It's one of those things where the crowd just leaves for the evening meal and then comes back in again. The doors are open and atmospheric conditions change very quickly.
I don't think any of these bowls so far are the end winner. Plenty of room here for either girl to get a real close bowl to the jack. Catherine looks to be better with this bowl.
3 green. Three green.
It's a strange situation where we get some good heads and then all of a sudden a little scrappy one is thrown in there. Very cheap, 2 or 3 shots available. Has to miss the front green one. Ooh, just on the
1 green.
inside. In for second.
That will help.
Needs to fall off it, but not reaching. Well, there's nothing to be short for there. And Amy can't afford to do anything but just draw to this. There's absolutely no running ball on for her. With 1 ball in the head, just far too dangerous.
Just overplayed it a fraction.
Well, I think it's fair to say Amy got away with that one.
1
1 ball in, second shot.
1 shot, Catherine Redknapp.
just amazing in a good game. It has been a pretty good game. There's some excellent bowling, but just to get a scrappy end like that thrown
Set
in the
score
middle of it.
3-5 after 7 ends.
We find this one will be back to normal standard again.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Janice Gower there on camera, sitting up in the players' lounge, watching the bowls here. Well, that's a better start from Catherine Rednall with her first bowl. Just what she wanted.
Yes, the 7th end is so important, and Catherine Rednall was one shot in front. At that stage, she wanted to get another single. That's exactly what she did do. The player behind is now chasing the next 2 ends. It's always a key end in a 9-end set, number 7. Touched the ball, but it fell out. It's left a bit of a catch, but that's good shooting with the first 2 deliveries. It's just under.
2 green.
Under for line and weight.
Having a little think about it. She's got 2 good shots in there. Catherine Rednall playing a 3rd bowl.
I think she realises she needs another one. Those 2 could disappear very easily.
Stays on the line at the front of the jack. Very good. Thought it might have fell there. It's just stayed up.
3 green.
Really needed it to fall because all 3 could disappear now. Albeit the jack will probably move, but the split on the outside's really what Amy Stanton will be looking for. See her close. Wow. It was quick. Went through on the inside.
Unfortunately got her own back bowl off the rink as well.
3 green.
Wrong side. Everything was on the high side of the jack, not the low side.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing you need to take into consideration when you are driving. If I am going to miss, what is the best side to miss it on?
Always miss it on the side where all the balls are. That way you're a mile away and you can adjust, but most of the players will be within 6 inches of their target. Catherine, with no back bowls to worry about, pops another one in. Oh, she's really going for it now. 4 very good balls and
4 green.
even hitting this on the respot. I'm not sure Amy's going to do any good out of it. The respot's well behind her. She might have to play this with controlled weight and try and nudge the ball, get the jack across the head or take the ball out clean and stay in its place.
Time out called.
There is a shot available to Amy on her backhand just to land the shot bowl.
That's what I'm saying, just take it out and stun it. But she's going for the drive into something. Well, again, a little bit unlucky to be fair.
3
She was
shots.
pretty
The
well on
first
target
set,
there.
Catherine Rednall.
But the respot, well, still would have caused a problem, but that's a set over. Well, I'm saying it's over, but from the point of view of Amy Stanton, she's had the opportunity to play some running balls as well towards the end, get her arm in. So first set's gone. But I think she knew that last end that it was more or less over anyway. Best she could really do was take 2 out, and there would be 4 down into the last end, and that's just not close enough. Not at this level.
Jack length 27 metres.
It'd be interesting to see how Amy Stanton settles into this second set. on the draw has had quite a few runners over the last few ends. Very sort of tricky to come back to the draw with nice rhythm and with your weight. After a few runners, it upsets it a little bit at times.
He started off very well with 3 singles, but lost the next 5 ends, and that's a problem. But the whole idea is to put the first set out of your mind. It's another little mini game of 9 ends.
One green.
It's not up, but it's actually not a bad place, because any touch on it will drop it in for another. You're going to be short, be a foot short when you're lining the shot.
Draw shot just around Catherine's last bowl, dropping off the red, but just overplaying it a fraction. Well, at least Amy's got 3 bowls behind the jack this time.
Yeah,
Corky.
she needs to get those covered. Catherine, well, she is covering them for the big drive. She's not going to cover them if the jack only moves 2 feet, but that's hard to play in this portable rink, and the way that's sitting. It's only 1 bowl in, so I don't really think about this.
Timeout called.
I'm
Amy
just
has
trying to
2
see the
timeouts
best way to
remaining.
play this, Karen. You know, it might well be a situation of just trying to get through to the jack. Stuns off the ball. That takes all the power out of it. Runs onto the jack, moves it back into this position, and she'll be sitting pretty. Not an easy shot, but it's what she's trying. Inside line, extra yard or 2 away it. Try and get the green ball, stun through. Clean jack might be just too much. Oh, that was close, I have to say. That was well played. That was a good effort.
That was a very good effort. A little bit unlucky, really.
Absolutely. Edge there, you know, if she missed that clean, she was actually getting the edge of the jack, which would have been good. Would have brought it through to the other 3. Wouldn't have travelled too far. Solid jack with a half yard of weight, and it just scampers through. Not going to get down in time, I don't think. Good effort. Just the one.
1 shot. Catherine Redknall.
It keeps this run of ends. It keeps that board ticking over from the Catherine Redknall side, and after a while, that sort of builds up with the opponent, just thinking to themselves, we really need to score an end to get a chance to put them out where I want it, play my length.
Yeah, Amy really needs to sort of stop the momentum at the moment. Win the end, grab the jack, change something up.
Absolutely. 6 ends in a row now for Catherine Redknall. Lost the first 3. Of course, only played 8 ends in the first set. 3 singles, but to be fair to Amy, she had to go chasing in the last end. So I never really look at the score too much in the last end on sets, because it's a totally different mindset when you're chasing the game.
Yeah, it's more the ends one, isn't it?
It just looks at the scoreboard, just looks like a lot more comfortable than what it actually was.
Weight was good for it, just hanging off a fraction. Still a good bowl. I don't know how Catherine plays with her hair sort of all down in front of her face.
No.
I
You just want to get a couple of sort of hair clips and pull it back, don't you?
give her a hairband. Well, big chance here for Amy. Very good weight with her first bowl.
Well, it's not wasted there, but there you go. The hair just sort of drops down. It's okay. No, it's keeping away from her eyes, which is good. Can't believe I'm talking about a player's hair. Right, okay. I'm going to stop that right now.
Well, that's the shot.
That's good.
One green.
And we just need to draw this, and a little promotion, really, of
One
the
green.
jack would be good. Just reaching through it. You get the ball, it's good. If you miss the ball, you might get the jack, and if you miss that, you're coming into a very good position. Well, it's making its way back now. Very close for the shot. Wasn't sure about that one, so let it go.
Didn't really like it. Actually finished perfectly around the jack, falling back.
That would always be a slight concern when you play a bowl and you're not sure about it and it ends up that close.
Catherine doesn't really have a lot on here.
Just try and draw the shot. This is one of those ends where you say, just try and consolidate, lose one. It's going to be very hard to get the shot. Everything has to be perfect. Even to get to the jack with that, to be honest with you, it really wasn't going the right way. So I don't think it would have made any difference if she'd have hit the jack there. In fact, could have been costly.
Same bowl for Amy Stanton would be perfect.
Just how much will it drift and fall? It's very
Two
close.
shots. Amy Stanton.
Getting away very quickly.
The first multiple for the game.
It's the first hand she scored in 7. So, change of length required. Had to be. Mad up the green slightly. We still call it a green, even though it's a blue carpet. Old habits.
Yes, definitely good tactic here from Amy. Needs to change something up. It's rolled it full length to the tee.
Jack length 27 metres.
Yes, the advantage of doing that instead of keeping the mat back and looking for a short jack length is you've got 3 metres after the tee to play with. Then the jack goes back onto the tee. The mat's back and you're trying to find 24 metres or something that's quite dodgy. You can lose a jack very easily.
Generally get a little bit more bend at the tee too.
Changes the lines very slightly.
Nice start from Catherine Rednall. Straight onto it. Changing length.
Good reply. First time. That might force a change onto the backhand. Oh, it's nice weight for it. To be fair, you could bring that in just a smidge, as we would say, but half a bowl. Good weight, wise to be reaching it.
Amy changing over to her forehand, but I don't think she's up with it. Body language suggested it was a
One
fraction
red.
short, and was.
Amy's ball is 4 inches short of Jack High.
I always ask a different style of question there. I was asked, where's the edge closest to the ditch in relation to the jack? Catherine, not sure about that. Really not sure about that shot. She was so close to the last one. Why not just try it again? There was every reason, every opportunity just to run the jack through a foot or so. That's a useful ball, but I still think it's a backhand shot for Catherine. And she's going forehand. You can see the edge of the jack, there's no doubt about that, but the ball onto the ball doesn't help.
Interesting shot choice, this.
I think if she'd have been that close on the other side, she probably would have gotten something. It's, well, we all see it in different ways.
Amy Stanton.
It's, I just think the percentages were very low there.
Set score 3-1 after 3 ends.
Oh, that's scampering through a bit. Will it stop in time? Just.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Just that extra little push out of the hand. Jack runs a long way on the carpet.
Well, like I say, when you're looking for a short jack length, use the mat rather than the jack. Very, very hard to get 23, 24 metres of the jack, or if the mat is back. Catherine, with her usual nanosecond on the mat. Clock doesn't even get a chance to get started.
Amy's off to a good start in this second set. Fourth end, 3-1 up. Has found a range with a weight in this new tactic. Matt's up the rink a little bit.
Catherine will stay on the draw shot with this one, but if she fails, I wouldn't be at all surprised if the heavy ball comes out.
One red.
Second shot.
One red.
Well, it's sort of tempting to play with the yard on, but it's a hard shot. Sometimes you're almost better just saying, take the whole lot out. leave the side green one. Close for this though. Just needs to hurry to get to the jack. Oh, good ball. Really good ball. That wasn't an easy shot by any means. Just trying to draw it cold.
Great shot from Catherine Rednall. Eyebrow raised there. I think she was happy with that one. Really nice tunnel there for Amy Stanton to play down.
Just playing it over the weight. She has to get her own ball. It's the only way. Well, it'll be close for shot. She was waving at the ball to come in. We think it's one to green.
Yeah.
If it is, declare the head, walk away.
One shot, Catherine Redknapp.
Always wise.
Thought I might have played a little bit more weight with that last one, Corky.
I thought it would have went through like a steam train, to be honest with you, Karen. I really did. You know, why not?
Set
Just
score 3-2
blast it
after
through.
4 ins.
You know, take everything away, jack in the ditch. Lots of chances.
And as you mentioned, that yard of weight, a couple of feet of weight on this rink's really difficult shot to play.
Mat back. See where the jack goes.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Well, it's not totally different by any means. But with the mat back, there's a slightly different line to be found. Oh, just half a metre.
Tends to be two different lines on that side of the rink. The higher line tends to be a little bit quicker. The tighter line is a little bit more, you need just a fraction more weight than you think.
Yes, but it's we've got this saying in any green that's playing reasonable pace, outside in. Let the ball do the work. Don't go searching for the tight line. If you miss it, you're going to get severely punished on a single rink. The blue carpet doesn't allow for that. Better coming from the outside on a wide line. Just sneaked in with that one. Oh, confirmation there, a little whisper by Dan McManus to say it's too green.
Looks to be good here. Another one in there.
It's always great to have our sound gurus whenever they do that for us.
3 green.
3 green is the call. Not an easy head for Amy Stanton to play to.
No, it's not. Worth arriving at, just even a little chop and lie, and there's just some sort of a chance. Well, clear road here should not be far away. That drops, it could be very close to shot.
That certainly helps.
Catherine's not going too close to it, and I don't think Dan will either. We favour it's just the one.
Very, very close. Slightly favour the red ball, but it's very close. Timeout called.
That is close, I have to say. Timeout called. Just made it clear.
Catherine has 3 timeouts remaining.
Has to play just to turn her own ball. If she misses that, she might just get the red. It's going to be hard, though, to get around the green one and get it clean. Any extra weight, and the ball will just nick the red one on the edge. Better to get her own. Yeah, got it. Good ball. Played that with nice weight. Good percentage shot.
1 green.
Anything heavier would have just stood off the line.
Yeah, she played that really well. Catherine Rednall, perfect weight, contact on her own, couple of rolls.
Well, there's a shoulder there again for Amy. She
Timeout
play a
call.
similar type bowl, actually.
Amy has 1 timeout remaining.
If she wants to be adventurous, she's got 2 bowls behind the jack. Only danger is if she's off target, there's one of those reds disappears, she's in a heap of trouble. So it's an opportunity for a fairly delicate type shot, but reaching.
I think if her weight spot on, Corky, as you called, off the inside edge of the right-hand green bowl, could work.
Wasn't there, and there was a little chance, I have to say. But they'll measure for the second. It's close.
Umpire, please.
Definitely one.
Happy please to come away.
So, at the very least, it's going to be level. Alan Thornhill will
One
sort
green,
this out.
measure for second.
Last match of the day, Alan. Keep it going. Only a few ends to go. Possibly a 3-end tiebreak to follow. Put in a good shift, I have to say, the officials.
Well, they're the best officials in the world, in my opinion.
I think they are. I've been to enough championships over the years to know that you really have to have the very, very top. And they're well tested, I can tell you, at different events before they get to the TV stuff.
2 shots. Catherine Redknapp.
You just don't arrive and it's stuck into the glare of the television. You're very well tested beforehand, and the latest recruit's Dan McManus, and he's done very well.
Set score 3-4 after 5 ends.
Marked my match in the International Open 2 or 3 months ago against Jimmy Chesney, and I was quite impressed, I have to say.
28.5 metres.
Called a couple of measures that were just touch and go, and he got them right. You know, that's the sort of thing that players like, because then they trust you. You know, that's the whole key to it. Another shot or 2 would have been useful, like, but he did a really good job. Really good job.
You know, when these markers say that it's close, it must be really close.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Catherine's sticking to that forehand. There is a little track on it. Ball just runs for about 2 metres and it doesn't really bend much. Usually on the inside line, the outside line will start to dip now. It's a very late dip. Ball's almost 75% of its travel before it starts coming back. Most hands, it's around about 2/3, so there's that difference between the 66% and the 75%, and if you're playing weight, it's very hard to get back. Well, the same score as we were at the 6th end in the first set, 4-3 for Catherine Redknapp.
Two green.
The ball around to promote. She missed that, she was close.
It really is just a draw shot for Amy Stanton here on her backhand.
Well, she's shaking her head. It must be over the weight, because I think the line's not bad.
She's not too far away here.
I think she's very good. No. Good ball. Really good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that one. I think she probably wanted to be another 2 feet. And she knew she was just underneath the weight of it.
2 feet would have been perfect.
This is different.
She's got the running. She's got a good bowl here, Catherine Redknapp.
Stops in front is perfect.
Very good.
Oh, that's good. Took a wider line with that. Much wider line, and I don't think Amy Stanton's got much of a choice here.
That was perfect from Catherine Rednall, just finishing half a bowl wide of the line,
Time out called.
setting no target for Amy Stanton.
has no
I think she needs to
timeouts
reach it though,
remaining.
Corky.
She has to reach into that. Now, the difficulty reaching into that is, Karen, it's okay for the jack to go through to there. That's fine. That's not a problem. But the follow-through will probably take her ball away. You know, she's not going to get the jack into that position. So I'm not sure she's going to be much better off here. I think the best she can do is to lose a 2, take 1 out. Good strike, took 1 out. I honestly didn't think she was going to do any better than that. You know, it's she had to force a jack over to the other side of the rink, and it just wasn't possible. Yeah.
2 wasn't a bad
2
result,
shots,
really.
Catherine Rednall.
Yeah, you know, you might think if she hit the jack there with the ball, maybe a bit unlucky, but it wasn't going anywhere. It was going deep.
Set
I'm still
score
2 down.
3-6 after 6 ends.
Worst case scenario was probably losing a 3.
That was a real pressure end there from Catherine Rednall, showing her ability to group balls.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
And after leading 3-1 in the set, Amy Stanton finds herself 6-3 now on N7 of the second set.
Needs to win this end, Amy. Can't afford to lose this one. Lose this one, she's really chasing the game and has to take a lot of risks. Can't play your natural game. You're chasing 5 shots.
Nice start from Catherine Rednall again. First bowl's been very good the last few ends.
Yeah, definitely stepped up a little bit on that particular discipline.
It's probably fair to say Amy Stanton's running shots haven't been that effective in this game, Corky, although her heads have been difficult to play to.
They've been generally in the area or on target, but the problem has been that almost no matter what way she hit them, she wasn't going to be a lot better off.
That's right.
She was out of position. That was the trouble.
Has been in the area, but not
Tricky.
wide targets that she's had to play to either, so...
You know, it's been hard to really make the conversions. That's the thing. You know, it's the damage was being done really before that, before the
right.
drive. You know, you have to use the second and third ball in a more aggressive way. You want to be careful here, Catherine. You do not want that jack. Ooh, well, that's okay, but it's taken it away from the front one, and it's opened it a little bit towards the red ball.
Tricky.
It's one of those shots where you're better missing it.
Quite a few of those running shots is where Catherine's forced her into having to play it.
Yep. Crowded the head with balls. She's been asked to play the hard shots, isn't she? So, Catherine, have a little think about this. She could take that wing ball away. It would be absolutely perfect. Drop that down. Protect the jack going through, because really I would have thought Amy would have played at the other side. Wants to stay on the high. Yep, that's it. Just round to the red. That was the second option. If she missed her own ball, it's a good option to come deep.
Well, this is a big bowl in the game for Amy Stanton.
There's so much play in the portable rink. It's about giving yourself 2 opportunities to get something. Every ball has to have a value. Well, This is the shot that I thought she would have played with her third bowl.
She's given it a chance.
Very close, wants an edge. Got the edge and in for the shot by the looks of it. Needed the edge to get there, but was very, very close. And this is very important as to who's line this. Yeah.
It's close to
Umpire
2 here.
is happy for this one to come away.
Measuring for shot.
Oh yes.
Measure for shot.
Thought you'd seen something there that I hadn't seen. That's all.
Just the angle of the red bowl for a
Yeah.
minute looked like it was close. It's deceiving.
In the context of the game, this is a massive result. Oh, the red's well in. That changes things. 2 shots behind.
One shot.
The 2 minutes to go is very doable, and you need 3. Four behind and needing 5 was almost all over. So a good result, a good ball. It was in the area, got the edge, and then it's just a matter of if you're going to be fortunate enough to fall in. Just not sure about this, Jack. I think she's safe enough. She's well back from the minimum distance with the mat. It's all the
Jack
way up to the
25.5
tee.
metres.
Little colourful lightsabers there. There's just that little kick. You can almost see it there, just kicked out slightly, straightened up.
It's a great reply from Catherine Rednall.
On this occasion, it actually helped her because it got her around the red ball. But there's a couple of little things on the rink that are, if you know they're there, you can make them work for you.
Change of hand for Amy.
Change of hand and that dropped
Measure
dramatically.
for shot.
Measure for shot. Well, we favour it's probably red.
Not particularly. Measure for shot.
There's no favour. He's got a good eye. Oh, that's well inside. At one point, I thought she was playing a lot of weight. Well, it was a lot of weight, and this is not going to help her. Well, the jack's moved through sufficiently that it's not going to make a drastic difference. So it's a measure for shot, and pushing that in is very unlucky, but it's well away from the target. That can happen, but there's space to draw. So the difference is she's probably going to have 3 shots against her. And that's going to be a match lie. Yep, that's a game lie now. And this isn't easy, Karen, because there's spaces and gaps and holes and.
It's a tough shot.
You know, you have to drive it through for the jack. Yeah, she's going for the drive. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, everything moved, but not enough. I think there's 2 green there, and they'll be shaking hands at the end of this.
2 shots, second set, the match. Catherine Rednall.
Well, that little bit of bad luck in the last end there for Amy Stanton was very unfortunate, put her into a lot of trouble. But I have to give Catherine Rednall a lot of credit now. She played well, 8-3, 8-4. Score didn't reflect the match, much tighter than that.
Not really. I thought, for me, Catherine Rednall played very, very well. It'll be a fantastic final against Ellen Faulkner.
Well, it's Catherine Rednall who's through to the final. 2-0, 8-3, 8-4. And we'll certainly look at these two previous champions are having a battle in the final. Confirmation, Catherine Rednall through yet again to the final of the ladies' match play.